Okodo, a lively town nestled between lush forests and rolling hills in southwestern Nigeria, was known for many things: its bustling markets, age-old traditions, and most famously, its palm wine. Every evening, the town's main square came alive with laughter, storytelling, and the clinking of calabashes filled with the sweet, frothy drink. And at the center of it all was Adebayo, the town's most renowned palm wine merchant. Adebayo was no ordinary palm wine seller. He had inherited the trade from his father, Boba Agbo, who was a legend in his own right. But Adebayo took things to a new level. His wine wasn't just a drink, it was an experience. Villagers whispered that he had a secret tapping technique that made his wine sweeter and more intoxicating than anyone else's. Every morning, Adebayo ventured deep into the forest to tap the palm trees. The task was arduous, requiring skill and precision. With his machete slung over his shoulder and a gourd strapped to his back, he would climb the towering trees with the agility of a cat, his bare feet gripping the rough bark. He spoke to the trees as he walked, thanking them for their bounty. A palm tree that feels respected gives the best wine, his father had always said. By noon, Adebayo would return to town with his gourds brimming with fresh sap. He'd pour the frothy liquid into large clay pots, where it would ferment just enough to give it a tangy edge. His small, open-air shop at the edge of the market square was always crowded by evening, drawing both locals and travelers. One fateful evening, an enigmatic stranger arrived in Okodo. Dressed in a crisp white agbada and carrying a walking stick adorned with intricate carvings, he introduced himself as Chief Oledimeji, a wealthy businessman from Lagos. The chief was passing through the town and had heard about Adebayo's famous palm wine. "I hear your wine is the best in all of Yorubaland," Chief Oledimeji said, his voice deep and commanding. Adebayo smiled humbly. "It's not for me to say, Chief. But you are welcome to taste and judge for yourself." The chief took a long sip from the calabash handed to him and closed his eyes, savoring the flavor. When he opened them, there was a spark of excitement. "This is extraordinary. I must take this to Lagos. The elite will pay any price for something this good." The chief proposed a partnership. He would buy Adebayo's palm wine in large quantities and sell it in Lagos, splitting the profits. At first, Adebayo was hesitant. His wine was more than a business, it was a tradition, a part of Okodo's soul. But the prospect of sharing his craft with a larger audience, and the promise of wealth, was tempting. As the partnership blossomed, Adebayo's life changed dramatically. Chief Oledimeji sent trucks to transport the wine, and soon, Bayo's palm wine became a household name in Lagos. Orders poured in from restaurants, hotels, and even private collectors. With the wealth that followed, Adebayo built a modern facility to process the wine and employed dozens of villagers, lifting many out of poverty. But success came at a cost. The demand for palm wine grew so high that Adebayo found himself spending less time in the forest and more time managing operations. The intimate connection he once had with the palm trees began to fade, and some villagers grumbled that the wine had lost its magic. One night, as he sat alone in his sprawling new home, sipping a calabash of his own wine, Adebayo felt a pang of emptiness. He missed the simplicity of his old life, the mornings spent in the forest, and the evenings sharing stories with customers in the square. The next morning, he made a decision. Adebayo returned to the forest, climbed his favorite palm tree, and tapped it with the reverence he had once known. He realized that his success didn't have to come at the expense of his roots. He decided to balance his modern business with the traditions that had made it special in the first place. From that day on, Adebayo established a festival in Okodo to celebrate the art of palm wine tapping. Every year, people from all over Nigeria would gather to taste fresh wine, watch tapping demonstrations, and honor the trees that made it all possible. Adebayo's story became a legend, a testament to the power of tradition, innovation, and staying true to one's roots. And as long as the palm trees swayed in the wind of Okodo, his legacy endured.